Hi, Chic Committee. It's Adrienne, CEO and owner of Chic Essentials Boutique. Today, we're going to be talking about dressing for your body shape. I launched Chic Essentials Boutique because I wanted to have a place and a space for women of different shapes and sizes. I wanted to be inclusive of fashion for all women, and I wanted women to feel confident and included and beautiful when they walked away from shopping at our boutique. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to do a video about body shape, because I feel like inclusivity for women is so important when it comes to fashion. We all should feel beautiful. All should feel great about ourselves and our clothes. So let's get to it. There's 5 different body shapes. Do you all know what your body shape is? Do you? Because whatever your body shape may be, the point is you need to be in love with it and know how to dress for your body shape and know what clothing is going to be most flattering for your body shape. I have so many women, guys, friends, family, clients, customers, that when they walk in, they have no idea what to purchase. They know what they like as far as maybe a print or, oh, I like that outfit. Oh, I like the way that dress looks. But they have no idea if it's really going to complement or flatter their body shape. So I felt like it was so important to do a video to talk about what is going to look best on your body. So let's get to it. So there's 5 different body shapes. There are the hourglass body shape, the pear shaped body, the apple shaped body, the inverted triangle shaped body, and then also the rectangle shaped body. So we're going to get into all 5 body shapes. We're going to talk about some celebrity sisters that you have that share your body shape. And then we're going to also talk about some of the assets that you have for that particular body shape, and then some ways that we can hide some of the areas that aren't necessarily considered an asset for your body shape. And then I'm going to make some recommendations of clothing that we carry here at Chic Essentials Boutique, and some other clothing that I have personally in my closet, and some that I don't have that I'll just describe to you. So the first body type that we're going to talk about is the hourglass body shape. Now, most people always feel like the hourglass body shape is the best body shape and it's the easiest to dress, but it actually is not. The rectangle one is actually the easiest to dress. So we'll get into that later, but let's talk about the hourglass body first. So hourglass body shape, typically women that have hourglass body shapes are going to be balanced on the top or the bottom. So they usually can have an average, small, or even large bust, and then it's going to be very proportioned to their hips. And they usually have a more accentuated or smaller waist. So my body type, for example, is an hourglass body shape. Now, I'm approaching 40 years old this year. Thank you, God. But so my waist after having 3 children is obviously not as snatched as it used to be. However, my body shape is still an hourglass. So you'll also notice that you may have a primary body shape, but you might have a little bit of another body shape kind of sprinkled up in there too. But so for hourglass body shapes, again, your proportion on the top and the bottom. So when you wear clothing, as long as it's fitted and it's age appropriate to your liking, of course, because everyone has a different opinion for what's age appropriate. But if it's age appropriate and fitted, it usually looks very, very nice on your body shape. Some different celebrities that also share this hourglass shape are Selma Hayek and also Pamela Greer, honey. Foxy Brown also has that bomb hourglass shape. So some things that you want to think about when dressing your body is you don't want to, for hourglass body shape, add any additional layering or bulking to your body, right? You're already balanced on the top and the bottom, so you don't want to add additional layering that's going to take away from that nice hourglass shape. So I would recommend something that's fitted. You could also do a trouser that is widened but fitted in the waist. This is our Above It All high-waisted palazzo trouser, which looks great on any hourglass shape because it opens up at the bottom and allows just kind of free flowing movement, but it's snatched in the waist, so it looks really great on a curvy woman. So it allows lots of room and space to be free, but it snatches you in the waist, so it still creates that hourglass shape. We also have our braided corset midi dress. Now, this is basically very similar to, a little bit stretchier than a bodycon, but it's extremely fitted, and it has a nice asymmetrical braided corset decoration right here in the front. But it's a very simple midi dress, but super stretchy, and again looks great on any hourglass figure because it hugs you in all the right places and forgives you in the places that you may not want as much hugging. Like for me, it's more in my midsection because it's not, as snatched as it once was once upon a time. So these dresses always look great on Hourglass. Another recommendation for Hourglass would be any type of peplum dress or shirt. Peplums look amazing on Hourglass figures because again, it snatches you in at the waist and flares out right around the hips, which is where you kind of have that natural curve. So it looks great on all Hourglass figure women as well. Peplums actually look great on a lot of other shapes as well, but they look especially good on Hourglass figures. So again, fitted outfits that are age appropriate, pants, anything that can elongate your legs and create even more balance depending upon what your top and bottom look like. Typically they're going to be even, but some women have larger busts or they have larger bottoms, but they're still hourglass shape. So the name of the game is to create balance. So as long as you can create balance and still accentuate your curves as the hourglass shape, you're good to go. So the second shape we're going to talk about is a pear shape. So for pear shapes, typically if you think about a pear, it's slightly smaller on top then widens out on the bottom. So if you have a pear-shaped body, you're going to carry a lot of your weight in your hips and in the bottom part of your body. You still typically have an elongated and a defined waist, and then you're typically a little smaller to medium up top, but you're carrying the majority of your weight in the bottom. So your celebrity sister's pear shape is going to be Kim K, Beyonce, honey. So you're amongst the queen pear shapes, Beyonce, child, and Rihanna, for all those that are part of the Rihanna Navy. So your sisters that are pear shaped, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. So with this particular shape, the pear shape, we want to make sure we're creating balance, right? So we want to make sure that we have tops that are more accentuating our bust line and our shoulders. We want to draw more attention to the top and not the bottom because we're larger on the bottom. So even with your accessories, if you like to wear brooches or maybe you do a lot of scarves that are very colorful, you want to have accessories that are drawing more attention to the top part of your body and then also creating balance and texture with the bottom part of your body. So for example, we have this top, which is actually part of our Chic Essentials Curve collection because Chic Essentials Boutique does carry sizes up to 3X now. And this is called the Say My Name top, which I love because it has a nice V-neck. So for those pear shapes, it's going to draw attention to your amazing bust line and also your shoulders. And then it has this bottom part of the top that's very similar to basically a peplum, but however, it's very loose. So it skims over your hips, which is great because for a pear shape, again, you carry a lot of weight in your hips. So you want something that's going to skim over your hips and create more of the illusion of the balance for your top and your bottom. So this piece I love, and it's in this beautiful royal blue. And then we also have this spicy maxi dress, which I love. And maxis look amazing on pear shapes as well. Because typically when you have a maxi, and this is off the shoulder, so you can wear it off the shoulder or not. I would recommend for a pear shape off the shoulder because again, we're drawing more attention to the top. But again, what I love about maxis is you could throw on a belt with it if you want and snatch the waist, because remember, our pear shaped women also have defined and elongated waists. So you can put on a belt, snatch that waist. Or not, and usually maxis are very flowy, right? So you have that perfect shape to kind of flow right off of the bottom part of your body, skim right off of your hips, and where you're off the shoulder or even your halter maxis, and they look amazing because you're drawing a lot of the attention to the top of the body. So pear shapes, don't get down on yourself if you are, because you all are amazing and you're amongst the Beyoncés and the Rihanna's child, and you all also look amazing in so many clothes. So those are my recommendations for pear shape. The third body type that I'm going to talk about is the apple shape. So if you think about an apple, it's fairly round. So typically women that are apple shaped carry the majority of their weight in their midsection, so in their stomach. One of the great, or two of the great benefits of apple shapes is typically apple shaped women have amazing bust lines and they have amazing legs. My best friend is actually an apple shape and she has an amazing bust line and amazing legs. And as far as your celebrity sister's child, Oprah Winfrey, billionaire. That, you know what? I'm just going to walk off camera. No, I'm just kidding. So Oprah Winfrey and Amy Schumer both are examples of what an apple-shaped woman would look like. So again, you carry a lot of your weight in your midsection. So what are we going to do again? What did we talk about was important? Right, creating balance. So we don't want to wear anything that's going to draw a ton of attention to our waistline. Or another trick that I'm going to talk about in one of our pieces is redefining the waistline for an apple shape. So oftentimes, if you see women with apple shapes, they look great when they elevate their waistline right under their breast. So they may have a belt that they snatch up under their bust line, or they look amazing in fit and flare dresses that usually fit under the bust line, and then again skim off their hips and their thigh area and also their waist. So it doesn't draw a lot of attention to their stomach and it accentuates their bust line. So another example I showed you with the pear shape when we talked about that again is this Say My Name top. It's also amazing for apple shapes because again, we have this area where it's going to skim right under your breast. It's going to skim right off of your waistline. My best friend actually is modeling this on my website, and she is an apple shape. So she looks amazing in this top, and you can see her on the website. This is the Say My Name top in the Chic Essentials Curve collection. You can also find it under New Arrivals. This also would look amazing on an apple shape. This is our leopard print jumpsuit. Now you'll notice that the waistline, or where the belt is again just under the bust line. So remember, we just talked about redefining your waistline. When you carry a lot of weight in your stomach, if you wear an item that has a waistline or some type of wrap belt or belt, you're going to want to make sure that it's elevating. You're redefining that waistline and not letting it sit right in the middle of the stomach where you're carrying a lot of your weight. Another thing you want to try to do is elongate your legs. Oftentimes, apple shape women, they have great legs, but sometimes they could be shorter. They're not always long, depending upon your height. So a great way to elongate your body and take away attention from the waistline is a fit and flare type dress. This is our floral maxi, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this dress. It has a beautiful bow right here around the neck. Again, drawing attention to the upper part of the body, that amazing bust line, and it fits and flares. So it pulls you in just under the bust line, and then it flares out and skims over the waist and over the hips. So this is our floral print maxi. It's amazing amazing option for Easter, but COVID didn't let a lot of people pick it up for Easter, but it's still under New Arrivals, and it's available in 1X, 2X, and 3X. It's a gorgeous dress. So also looks amazing on pear shape. So again, we want pieces that are not going to focus on our waist. If we do have a belt, we want to elevate our waistline and accentuate our bust line, where tops and textures, ruching is your friend, pleating is your friend. Anything that's up top that's going to create texture and draw more attention to your bust line and attention away from your waist. Tops that flare out, that skim over the waist, over the hips, and anything that can elongate those legs. So if you have great legs, honey, and you're apple shape, show them. Show your legs and show your bust line.